Hi, and welcome to this presentation called The Healing Power of the Culinary Arts. We know that art is a bona fide therapy for panic attacks, depression, and anxiety. And I'm going to make the case that the culinary arts is the most powerful therapeutic form of art. And also, I'm going to give you some great tips at the end of this video on how you can start benefiting from this art form yourself. But let me first introduce myself to you. My name is Mr. Advocate. I'm an advocate for mother bears and their cubs in needs. I'm primarily deal with cubs that are adults who might be struggling with their careers or their relationships or even their physical wellness. So I'm a mindset coach. I'm a relationship and financial expert. I have a degree in economics and psychology from the University of Toronto. I'm an author. So let's get going into this video. So what makes the culinary arts the most profound therapeutical art form? The reason is simple. It includes all five senses. I'll say it again. It includes all five senses, which includes obviously our sight, includes sound, includes touch, taste, and smell. All those are involved in this art form. And it's the only art form where all those senses are involved. As you know, it starts with sight and how things are arranged on the plate, and how the plate is arranged on the table, how the table is arranged in the context of the room. Is there a view from the table? All these things impact the art form. Then we can talk about the sound. Is there a sound in the room? Is there some music playing that is conducive to the food and the taste that's going to come in your direction? Is it too noisy? Lots of people will move out of a restaurant if it's too noisy. It's just too stressful. So the sound is a big deal. Taste, oh yeah, of course. That's primary. And chefs, I'm in my chef outfit, right? Chefs were involved in pairing, all trying to blend various types of flavors within our food to give a new experience, to inspire, to have a real good feeling come over us as we're eating that food. And then we pair it with the drinks, on top of that. So obviously the other part of sound is sometimes there's even, I think, a restaurant called the Sizzler. Sometimes the sound is that kind of sound as well. The touch area involves really the texture of the food. So how does the food feel in the mouth? Is it a good feeling, or is it a grindy, sandy feel? Whatever it is. But the point is, all five senses are included, and this heightens the experience of the therapy. Now, the base part of art therapy is the redirection of the mind away from the fears, the anxiety that the person has. So it's a redirection, so you're thinking about something else. So the creation or the artistic expression in and itself helps with the depression and the anxiety and the panic attacks. Now again, the culinary arts includes the expression, but also includes the experience. If you're then partaking in the art form or the food that you just created, you're experiencing all those five senses. So an expression and an experience, both when you put those together, this is why the culinary arts is the most powerful form of art, that there is. And the results that we're looking for is sometimes a romantic result, it's a relational result, it's an energy. We want peace, we want less stress, we want inspiration, as I said before. So all these things can come if you're putting this art expression together in the best way possible. But what's most important is how you now apply this to your life. First of all, let me give you a sidebar. I've been involved in the culinary arts and the hospitality and the cuisine for a long period of time. Started off that way. I was the recipient of it. My mother was this great cook. She was a culinary artist, but then As my wife and I started to participate in this area and put on many dinners for hundreds of people at the same time, many celebrations, we finally formed, actually it was my wife, formed a company called Creative Gatherings. We got so good at this. We included floral design, my wife, event planning, my wife, room layout and themes and feeling, my wife. She invited me in as the photographer. So that was my participation in the creative gatherings. But we did this for individuals, for corporations, for all types of celebrations. And we did this for like a 15-year period. We even had an art gallery associated with it at one period in its history. So it's in my blood, and I know it works firsthand, experience it hundreds, if not thousands, of times. So what can you do? We know with fast food and with the COVID problems, a culinary art, who has time for that? I know it's sort of been put by the wayside. And I just want to get you back into the game. I want you to get back in the game because it's going to help you rise to your top. It's going to help you have, candidly, a better life. And as I said, stare down depression, panic attacks, and anxiety. So let's start. And I mentioned this on the last video, but I want you to make sure you heard it. I want you to start with breathing. I want you to breathe prior to your next meal. And I want you to take deep but slow breaths. And the idea is to have no sound. This isn't like, some type of martial arts deal. No. This is a very gentle, this is a dignified breathing, but it needs to get down into your diaphragm and come back up. But an ebb and flow of a wave. Think of a wave. And this is going to slow you down, and this is going to help with your stress in and itself. But also it's going to help you with your digestive system, but it's going to prepare you then also for the culinary arts. So you can't be all uptight and think that you're going to create things, because stress is a blockage. It's a blockage of the creative process. So breathing is going to really help you have the artistic expression. Okay, breathe. First step, breathe. Huge. I'm saying it to you a lot because it's huge. If you don't breathe, don't expect really to have much expression of art. It just isn't going to happen. So breathing, and I'm going to come at you many times in a lot of videos on this breathing, because I don't think we know how to breathe. And a lot of people are breathing through their mouths, not in through the nose. No, that's not breathing. So I'm going to give you some teachings, if you like, some education on how to breathe, because it's really central to this whole process of reducing our stress and our anxiety and our depression. And then the next time, again, you have a meal, I want you to look at the items that you're going to put on that plate, and just don't put them on. I want you to think of some lines, some thematic structuring, if you like, of the food on the plate. Should the peas go to the right side? Should they go to the left side? And does the carrots or something that's red go over here, or the meat over here, or the fish, or whatever else you're having on that plate? And I want you to think of how you would functionally approach eating that meal. So you're putting the food on from a function point of view as well as from an artistic point of view. If you just start this, it's really a thinking process. It's a visual process to start seeing the food on the plate and how that arrangement is impacting you. And again, I told you all the benefits that we're looking for. Does this bring some peace to you? Does this settle you down? Okay, so that's what we want to do. Real simple, two things: breathe, and then start arranging the food with the functionality, how you're going to eat it, how it's going to go together, as well as this arrangement. Does it impact you in a positive way? Okay, so that's this video. I just want you to know that we're taking all this information on culinary art and preparing something that we call the Climb. It's going to be in a product form. It's a video-based, actually coaching, counseling, and consulting platform, and we're going to give you a lot of detail on this. It's not ready yet, but if you subscribe, I'll tell you when it's ready so that you can partake in some great benefits of how you can rise to your top. So we're going to do this together. We're going to have a lot of fun doing this stuff. I'm going to be doing things here in this kitchen, but I'm going to go to other kitchens too and have some fun with some friends and family and other people. And we're going to bring you recipes. We're going to bring you the art form. It's going to be a great deal. Now, the next video is on the power of cuisine. You're going to be amazed what the power of cuisine is going to do to you, because it's going to have not only a physical component, it's going to have a non-physical or a spiritual component, if you like. So you're going to definitely want to hear that video as well. It's coming up next. It should be ready in about a week. Again, bye for now. We'll see you on the next video. Bye again.